Portrait in a Minute. I'm Elina Tervana, and I'm an international student at the University of the District of Columbia. I'm from Finland, where I studied dance and musical theater. I'm also an intern at the National Portrait Gallery, where a special exhibition, Time Covers the 1960s, features a portrait by John Koch of one of my favorite performers, Julie Andrews. Born Julie Elizabeth Wells in 1935 in Walton-on-Thames, Surrey, England, with a concert pianist for a mother, an Auntie Joan who gave dance lessons, and a stepfather in vaudeville, Julie Andrews was destined to perform. When she was 8 years old, she was sent to a voice teacher who told her she possessed a freakish voice of 4 octaves and a perfect pitch that was mature beyond her years. In fact, she could hit notes so high it alerted all the dogs in the neighborhood. At age 10, she joined her parents on stage, and in 1947, at age 12, she was booked as a regular performer in the West End. A year later, she became the youngest person in Great Britain to sing a command performance for the family of King George VI. That same year, she had her first screen test, but it took 17 years until she signed for her first major movie role in Mary Poppins. Walt Disney himself had come backstage at the Broadway musical Camelot to offer her the role. When Andrews, now married to set designer Tony Walton, told him that she couldn't take the part because she was pregnant, Disney said, "We'll wait for you." The role of Mary Poppins won her an Oscar and a Golden Globe. A year later, she made movie history as Maria in The Sound of Music, winning her second Golden Globe. In 1969, 2 years after her 8-year marriage to Walton had ended in divorce, she married Blake Edwards, who had directed her in a number of films. Their marriage lasted 41 years, till Edwards' death in 2010. She charmed audiences in her television variety show, The Julie Andrews Hour, visited The Muppet Show in 1977, was named the Disney Legend in 1991. In 1995, she recreated her title role from the 1982 film Victor Victoria, that of a woman dressed as a man pretending to be a woman, her first appearance on Broadway in 35 years. When the show ended in 1997, she had throat surgery. In an operation that was supposed to be routine, her vocal cords were badly damaged, and her famous 4-octave voice was reduced to what she called a fragile alto. Her speaking voice, however, remained relatively unimpaired, if a little husky, so she has continued acting, most notably in both of the Princess Diaries films and in the animated Shrek films, in the TV films based on the Eloise books, and in Despicable Me. In The Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement, director Gary Marshall suggested they add a little song. In spite of her limited range, audiences were still thrilled to hear Andrews sing again. She has been honored with the Screen Actors Guild Lifetime Award, the Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award, Kennedy Center Honors, and the George and Ira Gershwin Award. She was made Dame Commander of the Order of the British Empire, and she has written more than 20 children's books. Ever Hollywood royalty, Julie Andrews has always known how to remain a class act. This has been Portrait in a Minute.